If you want to start poultry farming, I would advise you start from small, because starting from small will give you a lot of knowledge that you need. I myself, I started from small. What do I mean? If you want to start, normally the minimum base you need to get if you want to start poultry farming is 50. But I started below 50. When I started with 10 boilers, and today I did a video where I weigh over 4,000 chickens. Alright, so don't see it as a failure when you start from small, because that will give you a space for you to do mistakes, and once you are able to do mistake, you will learn from that mistake, and I believe that as time goes on you will overcome such mistakes. So I always advise my farmers in my WhatsApp group to make sure that please and please try as much as possible to start from small. Whether you are going to into poultry farming, whether you're going to pig farming or fish farming, any one of them, just try as much as possible to start from small. So in this video I'll be explaining to you how you can actually start poultry farming with just 10, at least let's just say 50 boilers. I want to make it very simple for you all to understand what I'm actually trying to say here, and this video will be an interesting one for you, for especially those farmers that are just coming up. This video will be a best for you, because I'm trying my best to make sure that, or I've tried my best to make sure that I equipped the video with a lot of things that will help you as time goes on. So all I need for you right now is just to like and subscribe to this channel, share it to various farmers. And how can you share this video is by sending it to, let's say, WhatsApp group and your Facebook group. So that is where I want you to share this video. So in the meantime, let's start this video. Now, to you watching this video, I want to ask you, what type of bed do you intend to start? Anyone you figure out, I want you to drop in the comment section. Then both of us will discuss on how we can grow your farm. Now, there are various type of bed which we farmers wear. I'm talking about here in Nigeria. You can start with broiler chicken, you can start with layer chicken, or you can go for dual purpose. Now, the question I want to ask is which one you want. All right, that question you'll be the one to answer it, not my own. So but I started with broiler chicken. Now for the broiler chicken is actually meant for meat production. All right, meat production. Then layers is actually meant for meat and egg too. And there's another chicken called NOILER, it's for dual purpose. It is meant for meat and also meant for egg production. So that question you should try to just go back and think, or you can pause the video, you can pause this video and think, which one do I want? Is it broiler or is it layer? Which one? Just think of it. Or you want dual purpose. If you want dual purpose, that means you have to go for NOILER's chickens. So that should be your own decision to make. Based on I told you should start from small. If you want to construct the boiler house, all right, if you want to construct the boiler house, I want you to try as much as possible to make sure that you start from something cheap. All right, start from something cheap. And how can you start from something cheap? If you have, let's say, uncompleted building, or let's say uncompleted building that you have roof, but you have not done the necessary things in that building, you can actually stock those DOT from there. You can actually start a farm there. Or if you want to start, or you want to construct something, or a building, a wooden building, that is also possible. So the major part is that just try as much as possible, based on you are a beginner, try as much as possible to do everything that is of cheap purpose. All right, because most people always pray for good things. All right, people always pray for good things, but the bad things happen more than the good things. Do you agree with me? I guess you agree with me, because bad things happen more than the good things. So please and please, I want you to think about the bad side too. And one of the ways you can actually prevent it is by starting small and doing things that will not affect you, even though you do mistakes. All right, now this thing I want to explain right now, I want you to take it serious. For the boiler aspect, you need to know how to make feed. Like, you need to know their feed formulation. But and for the layer aspect, you also need to know more about feed formulation. For the dual purpose, I don't think you need to know much about feed formulation. Alright? But despite that, you still need to know about feed formulation. Boiler boiler consume a lot of feed, and their life cycle is actually low. Alright, but layers, they don't consume a lot of feed. Alright, but they will start consuming a lot of feed from 3 months upward. But boiler, they will start to consume a lot of feed at 3 weeks. So what am I trying to say? The feed composition is actually different. So please and please, if you intend to start boiler farming, I will urge you to learn feed formulation. And if you want to learn feed formulation, just drop it in the comment section that you want to learn feed formulation, or you can text me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is in the description section, and you should be able to contact me about feed formulation. Now, you need to learn feed formulation. That is the easiest way, because for you to be buying feed in the market, feed is now quite expensive. I don't know how much it costs right now, but I guess it's expensive. I guess it's expensive because I don't buy feed in the market. I actually make my own feed for my animals. So I don't know how much it costs right now. But for you to be safe, try as much as possible. And one of the ways you can actually reduce cost, alright, is actually making your own feed. That is one of the easiest way you can actually reduce cost of production. Now, as you know, from the beginning, I told you that I intend to teach you how you can raise 50 boilers for your 50 chickens, whether it's boiler or layers or dual purpose, which is NOILER. Now, I want to ask you that, to you now, have you been able to determine what is the best hatchery that you need? See, I want to let you understand something. There is nothing like best hatchery. Alright, every hatchery produce a specific bird. Every hatchery produce a specific bird. Like Agritech produce its own specific bird. Fidan produce its own specific bird. Amo produce its own specific bird. I don't really know but I don't know which particular one, but I can tell you that most of them fall around was 300 and was 300, all those things. So I can't really, I have forgotten the one they produce, but they fall into those categories. Inchab was 300, merchant, and all those kind of things. So try as much as possible to know which one you need. I think if you check this channel, you will see that I've made a video about it before, where I discussed about was 300, was 308, and all those kind of species. So I made a video for that. If you check the description, you will definitely this channel, you will see a video where I discussed about that. So please, if we are in rainy season, I will advise you to go for Fidan, because if you get Fidan, those birds are very fragile, they are very strong, and in rainy season they have that immune system of surviving despite the cold. So I advise you to go for Fidan. But I want to let you understand, all hatchery are doing the best, they are producing the best, but just make sure that you know the specific one you want. Alright, so that is what I want to let you understand. And don't think about price. Price doesn't determine if the bird is good or not good. Alright, but what makes a bird a good bird is actually that species. Alright. Another thing I want to inform you is by making sure that you minimize costs. Alright, if you are able to minimize costs, you will make a lot of profit. That is just a simple formula. And to you now, as a beginner that is starting with 50 boiler, how can I minimize costs? One, you can minimize costs by buying in bulk. Alright, I know it sounds somehow, but just try as much as possible as a beginner. Try and buy in bulk. And why did I say so? Let me explain something to you. When I started, I was buying two bags. I was buying two bags of feed, and that two bags I always transport them from the place I bought them to the farm. And all those transport fare, I always add it to the amount of, like no, they are all their operating costs. They call them operating costs. So those transport fare, you would think that it is not money, but but money is coming, like going out of you. So all those transport fare, you, if you calculate, then you notice that you are losing something. So the best thing I did then was that I buy in bulk. All right. I know that, yeah, if you want to wear 50 boilers, you will spend like you need like 9 bags of feed based on 25 kg. So 9 bags of feed to the maturity stage. So I have to buy like 50. I have to buy like 5 bags first. Then that 5 bag will be of two starter. Then two starter from 0 to 2 weeks. Then the remaining 3 bags will be from 2 weeks to 5 weeks. So I think that was how I actually did it then. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but that was how I did it, and that was how I was able to reduce cost. Another way I was able to reduce cost is that charcoal. I bought charcoal in bags. That one, charcoal doesn't spoil. The only way you can make it spoil is by when water touch it, and if even the water touches, you can still dry it. So that is another thing I did. And what again? Sawdust. I have a friend in Sawmill, but that one usually give me for free. So, but in other places they buy, I think, 100 naira per bag. So just try as much as possible to find a way to reduce cost. The more you reduce cost, the more you make more money. All right. This one is another important thing I also want you to take note of. Is about their health and vaccination. You see those two things, they are different things, but all of them are under health. There are some certain drugs that you need to give them, whether organic or subsistence. But most people like organic farming. I will try as much as possible to do a video where I will talk about organic farming. And I also talk about a video about, I've done some certain video where I talk about how you can use all these foreign drugs, all these systemic drugs to treat your animal, like disease like coccidiosis, fowl pox, and all those kind of disease. How you can use all these chemical drugs to treat them. And I'm actually intend to make videos about organic farming. All those things will later be on your screen. All I just wanted to do is to stay tuned for those videos. Now, vaccination is one of those important things that you need to do as a farmer, and some of them are periodic, especially like broilers. I always advise farmers that you see those vaccination, try as much as possible to give them. Try to give broiler, if you are weighing 50, try to give them to try to give them 4 times. Try to give them 4 times before you sell them. And let's say from 4 weeks you will not experience gomboro again. What you will experience is what is it called, Newcastle. And the only way you can treat Newcastle is by giving out lasota. So that lasota you can give them at 4 weeks, give them at 6 weeks, and give them at 7 weeks before you sell them. So that Newcastle is a very deadly disease, and I don't want it to happen to you. All right. So try as much as possible to make sure that all those things are in place, are ready, and the money that you use, the money that you use to buy it, make sure that it's also ready, because there are sometimes that you'll be expecting money, and money will not come, and those birds need those drugs. It has happened to me several times, and that is the reason why I'm trying to educate you, so that you also have the idea. try to keep some certain money aside for drugs only, and they can still stay a day without food, but when there is disease, and trust me, they will, it won't work. All right. So another thing I did as when I was starting is try to make sure that whenever I made a sales, whenever I sold all my bears, all right, I'll be happy, you know. But it doesn't end there. I try to what, reinvest the money into the business. I didn't pick any money to use it to buy clothes or buy shoes or all those things. I don't need them. I'm a farmer. I'm always dirty. All right. So I try as much as possible to make sure that I reinvest all the money back to the business. So that was how I was able to grow the farm. Alright, it's not by luck, it is not by prayer, it is by a lot of failures, a lot of failures. So that was how I was able to do it. There's no magic, but just hard work, hard work. And I also want to let you understand that try as much as possible to do a lot of marketing. All right, do a lot of marketing from the very day you bought those chicks. Try as much as possible start telling people that, oh, I have chicken I want to sell, I have this I want to sell, I have turkey I want to sell. So that is one of the way you can actually, you know, sell out your chicken very fast. Now let me help you with a formula I usually tell my farmers. Have six times of the particular bed you have six times. That means if you have 50 boilers, that means you need 30 ready customers that are willing to buy your chicken. All right, so that is the formula. So that means you have to talk to over 30 people that will buy your broiler when they are mature. So if you are able to have six times customers of the birds you have, just you will sell them very fast. Nothing is free, my brother, my sister. So just try as much as possible to do the necessary work, and you'll be fine as time goes on. Goodbye. Bye.